So, girl, I got this project for class, and I just wanted to know: have you heard anything about the Tuskegee Experiment?
Girl, yeah, that was with the black man fighting in the war.
No, I said experiment, not airman. Everybody want to know about the airman, but don't nobody want to know about the experiment.
Please tell me more.
Well, girl, take notes because listen, this is crazy.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I blow the residual.
In 1932, Tolliver Clark, the head of Alabama's Public Health Service, teamed up with the African American college called Tuskegee Institute to begin a study to examine the long-term effects of syphilis in the African American male. This experiment was called the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male. It involved a total of 600 black men from Macon County, Alabama, a very small county where 82% of the families were black. Many of them were very uneducated, illiterate, and some of them had never seen a doctor before. $399 of them already had the disease, and the other 201 were injected with syphilis by nurses and doctors. Dr. Raymond A. Baudelaire began to recruit men with the help of an African American nurse named Eunice Rivers. The most alarming factor is that this was done without the patient's consent, and the patients were never told that they had syphilis or given the option for treatment. Syphilis is a bacterial infection usually spread through unprotected sex, but can also be spread from mother to baby during birth. It has 4 stages, and if left untreated for a long period of time, it can cause irreversible damage to the brain, nervous system, eyes, and heart. The researchers lied to the patients, telling them that they were being tested and treated for bad blood, and in exchange for being a part of the study, they would receive free meals and medical insurance. An experiment that was only supposed to last 6 months ended up lasting 40 years. Even when penicillin became the drug of choice in the 1940s, the patients were intentionally not given the treatment so that the study could continue. Over this 40-year period, many of the men involved suffered from pain, discomfort, rashes, brain, and nerve damage. Some of their wives and partners contracted the STD as well. Approximately 28 people died from syphilis, 100 people died from other health-related issues, 40 of their wives were infected, and 19 of their children were born with syphilis. It wasn't until 1972 when Peter Buxton became aware of what was going on. He took the story to the New York Times, where it was published on the front page. Many people were in shock that the U.S. government would allow an experiment like this to go on for so long. In 1973, a settlement of $10 million, with the U.S. promising lifetime medical insurance and burial services, was granted to all of those who were still living. The program was later extended to include wives, widows, and children. In 1997, President Bill Clinton publicly apologized to the victims of the Tuskegee Experiment and their families.
To the survivors, to the wives and family members, the children and the grandchildren, I say what you know. What the United States government did was shameful, and I am sorry.
This experiment significantly impacted the way research is conducted today in 4 special ways. Number 1. Patients must be fully aware of the test being performed. Number 2. Researchers must be transparent. Number 3. Studies and experiments must be reviewed by a review committee. And number 4. Treatments must be first tested on animals before they can be used on humans.
My niggas running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a fuck if it kills. It mix well, I'm only counting big bills. Big bills, I fell in love with big wheels and quick drills.